Hello, my wonderful viewers. Welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comment, our opinion about the video we watch constructively.
Him to be released on bail. Chapter 4, Section 39 of the Nigerian Constitution says that every person shall be entitled to freedom of expression, including freedom to hold opinions and to receive and impart ideas and information without interference. I therefore call upon the President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari, to uphold his country's constitution, to ensure Nnamdi Kanu's immediate and safe release. The Nigerian government must guarantee the freedom of expression of all Nigerian citizens, including their right to protest without intimidation, and end violence towards those who identify as Biafran. And I call on my colleagues here in the European Parliament to do much more to promote human rights in Nigeria.
Honorable Boylan. The answer you're going to give, you're talking to people in Biafra land.
Okay.
And people who will be in the future of Biafra. So, number one question is about students. Number two question is about the healthcare. And number three question is about people doing business and who are going to do business in Biafra land. So my number one question to you about students is, what do you think about student grants and student loans in our future Biafra?
Thank you very much. I am looking at Biafra that we are going to have a free education. The free education to Biafra people and tuition fee for non-Biafra citizens. And then I am also looking for a Biafra where students will be entitled for social support. The social support is that as a student, you are entitled to some token of grant every month to sustain yourself. This is what is attainable. This is what is a normal practice in the Western world. In the Western world, if you live in a country where you have a tuition-free education, you are also entitled to receive a social support. We call it a social welfare and the support. And for example, in the country where I live, we call it the National Insurance Scheme. So this is the kind of Biafra I'm looking for. I'm looking for a Biafra where everybody will have every month something to feed him or herself. I'm looking for a Biafra where people are no longer going to live with $1 a day. I'm looking for a Biafra where we are going to build a database system to give account of every individual, every person coming in and going out of Biafra land. These are the kind of Biafra I'm looking for, and we are going to get it. So yes, the issue of grant, yes, like I've answered. And those who want to study abroad, I don't think there will be any reason for any Biafra person to go and study abroad. Maybe that could be possible for the first 10 years or 15 years of Biafra. But after that, I don't think anybody would want to go outside to study, even no matter how much you want to give the person. Because we're going to have the best school.
Thank you very much for this answer, because the people back home, our people, we love education so much. And if you're listening, this is how the future of Biafra is going to be. Now, my second question to you is about what do you think about healthcare in Biafra land, in a future Biafra?
Thank you very much. The Biafra I'm looking for is a Biafra that every citizen of Biafra will have a free medical care system. The free medical care system is this something is attainable in most of the Western country, where once you are in that country and you are living legally, even those who live illegally in that country are covered by the health care system. But somehow, those who have no legal document will be subjected to different rigorous process before they can, get some required medical attention. But in a serious cases, it is, I will not use the word circumvent because that is not probably appropriate word, but I will borrow that particular circumvention. So when you have a very serious case as an illegal immigrant in different countries, especially in Europe, the system itself automatically circumvent the system to give you, to attend to the problem you have, to the health problem you have. But if you have a minor health issue, they will subject you to go through a rigorous process before you are treated. So what I'm trying to say is that the Biafra I'm fighting for, I want a Biafra where every Biafra citizen will have a free medical service. And this is just very easy to achieve. The free medical service is going to be subsidized by the National Insurance Scheme. The National Insurance Scheme of Biafra will subsidize every medical treatment of any Biafran citizen. So we are, first of all, we're going to have a workable insurance, a national insurance system that is going to be government-powered insurance. When this government-powered insurance will come into force, if you go to any hospital for treatment, you will be, of course it is free, like I said, but then you may be asked to pay maybe like 1%, 2% of the visiting the doctor, for example. So this is what we almost the something we practice and we do here. So it is going to be, when we say free, it's not completely free as such, but then you are going to be your healthcare bill or medical bills, or that will be the national insurance scheme will subsidize it. So we will have a workable national insurance system. Once that is done, everybody in Biafra land will be secured. You don't have the reason to travel to India for medical equipment. In fact, they will be coming to us, not we going to them. Thank you.
Okay, good. And the reason why I brought up healthcare is because there are so many people back home in Nigeria where they can't even deliver safely. Some people die during pregnancy, delivery process. And if you watch the doctors and the nurses out there, they are not patient. They like help. They like doing what they call cesarean process, where women lose their life. And there are so many people. Sometimes you're gonna have a patient where you're gonna fall a victim. They're gonna tell you to bring some money before they can touch you or treat you. So that is the reason why I really appreciate the answer you just gave. And
yes, let me touch it. Let me touch it a little bit, because this is a disaster. It's a very big disaster in Nigeria. Nigeria, like you said, a lot of people have died because when you go to hospital, they ask you to deposit money before they can touch you. This is evil. This is evil. Is the worst evil and demonic practice that have befall us in Africa. And I don't know other parts of Africa, but especially in Nigeria. So in Biafra land, it is going to be life first before anything. And like I said, the coming into force, the national insurance scheme law will solve that problem 100%. So when anybody have issue in Biafra land, as a citizen of Biafra, your life will first of all be saved before even the subsidizing the medical expenses which you don't have to pay, but because we are going to be funding the national insurance scheme. So these are the issue that once it is solved, the life of our people will turn 360 degree, and we are going to live like Western world, or even better than them. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Now, permit me to add one more question, because these questions are very, very important.
In fact, now, I don't mind having you for the next 30 minutes, so you can ask me every question that everybody wants to, because these are the kind of question I want to be, hearing.
Okay. Now, the other question I want to ask is, because when you look at Biafra, we are business-minded people. We love business a lot. But our major problem is capital. Who's going to fund us? Like, do you think, or let me say, do you think the government, the Biafran government, the future Biafran government will fund people who have the zeal, let me say, the small enterprise, like the small economy? What do you think about that?
In law, I would say you are asking me a lead question.
No, Mr. Sabo, don't give a full detail.
Yeah.
You can just give the tip of the iceberg. Don't give a full detail.
I know.
Don't give full detail.
I know, but it is, these are the kind of question that I need to elaborate, for people to know what we are looking at, what we are looking for. So yes, in Biafra, the Biafra I am fighting for, the Biafra I am agitating for, I want to see a Biafra where the business people who want to, both the small and medium scale business will also be funded, because this is, we have to have a plan. Let me just give you an example what I mean by that. Because when you hear fund, there are people will say, where is the money going to come from? Every time fund, you don't even have the money. Okay. Now let me tell you how this funding is all about. What I mean by funding. And some of the Western world, if you want to set up a business, a small scale business, you are going to make application to get grant. That grant is not the grant you are going to use to buy the goods you need, depending on the kind of business you want to open. So you're going to make application. The application basically is to support you, to support, you going into entrepreneur life. You need to be feeding, you need to pay your house rent and all that. So person is going to make application to for the support from the same national insurance system. Now, after you have made this application, you are going to submit the business plan. You're going to submit the calculation of the business calculation for the next, maybe like the next 2 years or something. You have to convince the insurance scheme or the labor office, depending on what system we are going to adopt. You need to convince the labor office that this business you want to do will be lucrative and it will make you to live and make a living and live very good with this business. Now, once you are able to convince the labor office and they make approval of that particular business or your application, it means that you will be receiving some certain grant every month to support your business as a person who have just entered into business life. Now, this is what I am looking for. Somebody like me, that is why I am fighting for Biafra. So that a Biafra where everybody who have what it takes to set up a business and run a business, and considering the fact that Biafra people are very smart people, who are business oriented, we are going to take over China. I am telling you, in the next 10 years of Biafra, believe me, with a well-structured and well-planned labor market system, we are going to take over China, because our people will be able to come up with different business plan and business ideas, and we are going to support and fund them to make sure that they attain their goal in the every 2 years, because this whole forecast is going to be every 2 years forecast. So yes, we are going to support small scale business, medium, and even the big those who want to go into bigger businesses. they can get fund. And this fund from the government, the bigger company will be subjected to a repayment. You are going to repay if government give you a loan to go into a bigger business. And this is going to be possible through what we call bringing in the database system. The database system is a system that will set the pace for Biafra to hit the ground running. Once the database system is set, you are also going to have what we call the credit system. The credit system is going to be part of the database system that will give every Biafra citizen the opportunity to, to benefit from, services like this. Like if you want to go into business, you're going to have some grant given to you to start up your business. To support that grant, maybe for feeding, for expenses and all that. And then after 6 months, we are going to now review how far your business have gone, whether we will continue to support you or not, or whether we need to, allow you to continue that we have been able to, live your life and the business can feed you and all that. But, so these are the things that the kind of country I'm looking for. And I know it is achievable. If people in Europe who don't have any natural resources can do it, we are going to do it better. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the answers, and I really appreciate good answers because I'm very glad now. So I have more questions for you, Ms. Simon. Now we are going to our parents.
I want you to ask me one more question. I know you have a question. Yes.
Okay, let me just ask you one more. So I have a lot of questions, but let me just ask you one more because I don't want to leave our parents behind. Because right now we have our parents. There are some people. What do you think about social security for our aged parents and housing? People that are from 60 years upwards. What do you think about social security and housing when it comes to our parents in a new Biafra?
What I'm looking at, first of all, I want a Biafra that will preserve our culture. Our culture is very, very important. During my life, as I study, I have come to realize that culture is the way of life of people. So, in so many things, we may not adopt a westernized system. The extended family system in Biafra will be preserved. I'm looking for a Biafra that will preserve an extended family system. The reason why the extended family system will be preserved in Biafra is so that we are not going to go astray. So we are going to have a law that will recognize extended family system. Now, the issue coming to the elderly people, our parents, is that, in some of the Western world, you see that elderly people have what we call the elderly people home. And so when they get old, they move them to this elderly people home, and they stay there, and the family will go there to visit them and all that. This also covered in insurance and all that. So it does not matter whether you are rich or poor, you are going to be cared for, you'll be taken care of for and all that. And let me tell you that in the country where I live, as one of the decision maker in this country, as a politician in this country, I'm very, very much involved in how the system runs. So we are also, making amendment in this law that, has to do with the elderly people. So there is possibility for family members to either decide to take care of their elderly people at home if they want, as long as they can. And also this law is also available, and so it is a matter of choice. So some people who don't have people to take care of them will go to the elderly people home, and they spend their life there, and then they can be going there to visit them. And if they die, they now go to, take them to burial and all that. So we are going to adopt a different system to preserve that extended family system in Biafra. The extended family system is that what we are going to do is that the elderly people, for those who want, and I believe everybody will want, because in our culture, it is very, very difficult for you to allow your parents to go somewhere and stay because they are old. So we are going to make sure that every family who have elderly people who have actually paid the price of our nation will be cared for. That we're going to give them a different and a special insurance scheme that will make sure that they are taken care of in a very different way. And one of the way we are going to do it is that somebody from the family could be assigned, and as the person who take care of this particular elderly people, and they're going to receive a special grant for that. It is not like grant, but if you receive some kind of social benefit for being the person taking care of the elderly people. So this is what we are going to do. So some people in the family can be appointed to be the ones who take care of these elderly people by changing their clothes, taking care of them if they go to toilet and all that, making sure that if they need medical attention, or if they want to go to hospital and all that, go to market for them and all that. So anybody that is taking charge of this will be receiving some kind of bonuses from the social services and from the National Insurance Scheme of Biafra. This is the kind of Biafra I'm looking for. We are not going to borrow everything from Europe because we have our culture, which needed to be preserved. Thank you very much. This is just a brief, what I'm looking for in Biafra.
Simon, if you allow me, I will ask you 100 questions.
Please,
thank you very much.
Please go ahead with one more, because it's like you are coming from somewhere. I don't know. This is a very, very important question you have asked me today, and I don't think anybody has ever asked this kind of question.
Okay. Let me ask you one more question before I go.
Thank you.
Now, our force, like the police, the military, the air force, all the force, all the people that are in the force. Now, what will be their benefit? Like if you join the force, when you retire, or when you come out, or when you be in part of a reserve, what will be their benefit?
You see,
new Biafra.
Yeah, you see, I'm really happy with this question. You see, it is not just about benefit, okay? It is not just about benefit. This has to do with the security. You see, our security personnel will be the most respected people in Biafra land. Anybody, you see this ESN you see today, anybody that is part of this Eastern Security Network and fought their way through to this Biafra, they will be the most respected people in Biafra. We are going to make sure that they are well paid. We're going to make sure that there is going to be a planned, and when we talk, every time I talk insurance, people don't understand that insurance is the life of every country. In Nigeria, it is not like that. So there is nothing I'm going to address today. I'm not going to mention insurance, because this is insurance as the name implies. So we are going to have this. Everybody in Biafra will have a compulsory insurance. Compulsory insurance is that when it's compulsory is that as you are in active service, the insurance will be taking some kind of things out of your salaries and allowances and all that, so that when you retire from the active service, you are going to have a lot of things to fall back on, apart from other national insurance scheme that you are going to be receiving. So we are going to have a different package for every security personnel retired and in active service in Biafra Republic. So security and security personnel is going to be a very big business and a very big status in Biafra Republic, because without doing that, we are going nowhere. So we must invest in security. We must invest in our military. We must invest in our personnel. We must respect them and pay them very well. I'm looking at a Biafra where a person will serve in the military, and after serving, you will have your own home to stay. I'm looking for a Biafra where nobody will stay in mud house, not just because you are you serve in the military or not. I'm looking for a Biafra where government will have what we call the government housing system or housing scheme, that nobody will live in mud house. This is the Biafra I'm looking for. So a lot of things need to be fixed. And this thing I'm telling you now, will take us 10 years. Within 10 years, you're going to see Dubai. Better than Dubai even. All this dust you see in Biafra land will disappear. We know how to do it. It is just plan that is needed. And we have the plan and we know what we can do to change a lot of things. So our security men will be respected and they are going to have their gratuities, paid. In Nigeria, they say gratuity. We don't do that gratuity system. We're not going to do that in Biafra land. It is going to be a different system. When you retire, they put on some money in rubber band and give you, they say this is your gratuity retirement benefit. It's rubbish. Retirement benefit is going to be coming to our people on monthly basis until they die. Thank you very much.
Mr. Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to leave now.
All right.
Some light into, because I'm looking at the comments. Some people are confusing pension to Social Security. So I want you to let them know that Social Security and pension are the same. So it's just like a different, it's a different language or something like that.
Okay.
So just let them know. Yeah. Just let them know. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. This scholar is one of the best scholars of the day, because this is the most important questions that people need to be asking. Since we are trying to leave Nigeria, what kind of Biafra are we looking at? Tell us what kind of. So this is kind of the question I want to ask, apart from the question on how to get Biafra, what we are doing and all that. Welcome to the program. Good morning from here.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Vicky Victoria. I want to ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to know your plans or Biafra government plan for all these youths that have engaged, due to unemployment or hardship in Nigeria, have entered so many criminal gangs. Some are cultists, some are kidnappers, some are armed robbers. So, and there's no how we can get the Biafra we want with this kind of people in the society. So what is your plan concerning this set of people?
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.